Have you ever tried to change someone's mind? I don't mean about something small, like where to get lunch. I mean something big. Politics. Religion. Whether or not a hot dog is a sandwich. You bring the facts. You bring the charts. You bring a 12-page peer-reviewed study from Harvard that proves, unequivocally, that they are wrong. You lay it all out on the table, expecting them to look at you, eyes wide with realization, and say, "Oh, wow. I never looked at it that way. Thank you for enlightening me." Does that ever happen? No. Never. Not once in human history. Instead, they double down. They pick one tiny typo in your 12-page study and use it to dismiss the entire thing. They get angry. They call you a sheep. And somehow, despite you proving them wrong, they walk away feeling more right than they did before the argument started. Why? Are they stupid? Are they lying? No. They are suffering from the most powerful, destructive, and universal glitch in the human operating system. It is called confirmation bias, and it is the reason why facts do not matter. Welcome back. Today, we are going to learn why you, yes, you, are incapable of seeing the truth. Confirmation bias is the tendency to search for, interpret, favor, and recall information in a way that confirms your pre-existing beliefs or hypotheses. Put simply, you do not see the world as it is. You see the world as you want it to be. Imagine your brain is a bouncer at a very exclusive nightclub. The nightclub is your belief system. Outside the club, there is a line of facts waiting to get in. Some facts agree with what you already believe. These are the VIPs. The bouncer waves them right in. He doesn't check their ID. He doesn't pat them down. "Come on in, guys, grab a drink." But then there are the facts that disagree with you. The bouncer stops them. He shines a flashlight in their face. He checks their ID 3 times. He asks for a backup form of identification. And if there is even the slightest smudge on their driver's license, he kicks them to the curb. This isn't just a metaphor. This is actually how we process information. Psychologist Thomas Gilovich puts it brilliantly. He says when we want to believe something, we ask, "Can I believe this?" If we find a single piece of flimsy evidence, the answer is yes. But when we don't want to believe something, we ask, "Must I believe this?" And if we can find a single reason to doubt it, the answer is no. This was proven in a landmark study at Stanford University in 1979. Researchers gathered 2 groups of students, one group who supported capital punishment, and one group who opposed it. They gave both groups 2 studies to read. One study claimed capital punishment deterred crime, the other claimed it had no effect. Here is the kicker: both studies were fake. They were designed to be equally statistically sound and equally flawed. The researchers just wanted to see how the students reacted. The result? The students who supported the death penalty praised the pro-death penalty study as highly accurate and dismissed the other one as shoddy research. The students who opposed the death penalty did the exact opposite. But the most terrifying part? At the end of the experiment, both groups were more convinced of their original position than when they started. Reading the opposing view didn't open their minds. It made them dig in their heels. This is a sub-phenomenon known as the Backfire Effect. When your deepest beliefs are challenged by contradictory evidence, your beliefs get stronger. Why on earth would we be wired this way? Why would evolution design a brain that rejects reality? Well, for most of human history, being right wasn't nearly as important as being safe. We are tribal animals. 1,000 years ago, if you disagreed with your tribe's beliefs, if the tribe said the rain god demands a sacrifice and you said, "Actually, that's just a low-pressure system moving in from the west," you didn't get a Nobel Prize. You got exiled. And in the Stone Age, exile meant death. So your brain evolved a mechanism to prioritize social cohesion over factual accuracy. Agreeing with your friends and family feels good. It releases dopamine. Disagreeing with them triggers the same part of your brain associated with physical pain. Literally, being wrong hurts. So your brain protects you from that pain by filtering out any information that might cause it. This is why you can buy a new car, and suddenly you see that car everywhere. You are looking for confirmation that you made a good purchase. It's why you only follow people on Twitter who agree with you. It's why you watch the news channel that tells you you're a smart, moral person, and the other side are evil idiots. In the modern world, this biological glitch has been weaponized. Social media algorithms are essentially confirmation bias machines. They are designed to show you exactly what keeps you engaged, and nothing keeps you engaged like being told you are right. If you click on one video about a conspiracy theory, the algorithm says, "Oh, he likes that? Here are 50 more." Suddenly, you aren't just in a nightclub, you are in a bunker. You are living in a completely different reality than your neighbor. You look at the same world, the same news, the same data, and you see two completely different movies. And because you never see the bouncer turning away the contradictory facts, you assume you have looked at all the evidence. You think, "I have done my research," but you haven't. You have just curated your own museum of self-righteousness. This is dangerous. It kills relationships. It stalls scientific progress. It starts wars. But it also makes you, personally, very annoying to talk to. Think about the last argument you had. Did you actually listen to what the other person was saying? Or were you just waiting for them to stop talking so you could fire off the rebuttal you were rehearsing in your head? Were you acting like a judge, weighing the evidence impartially? Or were you acting like a lawyer, fighting to win the case for your client no matter what the truth was? Most of us live our entire lives in lawyer mode. We decide what we believe first, then we go out and find the evidence to support it later. That is backwards. That is anti-scientific. And it ensures that you will never, ever learn anything new. So how do we fix it? How do we fire the bouncer and open the doors? It is incredibly difficult. You are fighting millions of years of biology. But there is a strategy. It's called steel manning. You have heard of straw manning, where you create a weak, silly version of your opponent's argument so you can easily knock it down. Steel manning is the opposite. It means you try to build the strongest possible version of your opponent's argument. You try to understand their point of view so well that you could argue it better than they can. Next time you feel your blood pressure rising in a debate, stop. Ask yourself, what if I am wrong, just as a thought experiment? If I were wrong, what would that look like? What evidence would I need to see to change my mind? If the answer is, nothing could change my mind, then you aren't having an argument. You are in a cult of one. You have removed yourself from the realm of reason. Another trick is to actively seek out information that makes you uncomfortable. If you are a die-hard Android user, read the reviews praising the new iPhone. If you are a staunch capitalist, read some Marx. If you are a devout atheist, read some theology. Don't read it to mock it. Read it to understand it. You have to decouple your beliefs from your identity. This is the hardest part. We tend to think, I am a Democrat, or I am a libertarian, or I am a vegan. When you use the word I am, you attach that idea to your self-worth. If someone attacks the idea, they are attacking you. Change your language. Instead of, I am a believer in X, try, currently, the evidence has led me to believe X. It sounds subtle, but it creates a gap between you and the idea. It allows you to drop the idea when it stops making sense, without feeling like you are losing a piece of yourself. Here's the bitter pill. You are wrong about a lot of things. Right now. Today. There are things you believe with 100% certainty that are factually incorrect. You just don't know which things they are yet, because your bouncer is doing his job too well. The smartest people in the world aren't the ones who know the most facts. They are the ones who are the best at changing their minds. They are the ones who treat their beliefs like clothing, not like skin. They wear them as long as they fit, and when they don't, they swap them out for something better. So, I challenge you. Go find one thing you believe strongly. Then go to Google and search for why that thing is wrong. Read the articles. Watch the videos. Let the bouncer take a break. It will hurt. It will be annoying. But it is the only way to break out of the prison of your own mind. If you enjoyed having your worldview challenged, hit that subscribe button. And I want to know in the comments, What is a deeply held belief you used to have that you eventually changed your mind about? What was the piece of evidence that finally got past your bouncer? Remember, just because it feels right doesn't mean it is. I'll see you in the next one.